This is Victoria Christensen with Agile Dragon Group. Today, I'm going to walk you through the new features that have been included in the new version of Audit 5.2. We now have customer pricing, vendor pricing, and we've added some really neat features into security so we can compare users by their profile. So first, let's start with customers. You'll have your standard dates available. All of our features that are included in the past, right? With our date features, we have our Konos, all of our features, or all of our filters are on the top. We've also included some ways to manage how many records you're seeing on your screen. By default, Visualizer limits us to 50,000 rows in a report. Now we're putting that capability for users to manage how many records they see in a report on the dashboard. So you'll see we have a max record displayed. You can manage by, if you're looking for different price changes, right? We've included all of the fields inside of customer pricing, which is in the data lake. The table is called PDSC. So we also include instead of just your customer number, right? We have your customer number and the name. We've also included all of your product information, so you can look up all of your products. If you're looking to only identify the current record, there's a filter here. So if you're the best part about Audit is it doesn't just manage your changes, you'll be able to manage and get reporting on all of your new records as well. So very easily we can use that filter. We can select new. When we click apply, you're going to see all of the records as they were created, and not just the user IDs initials. You get the user name that actually created these records, the date they were created, and all of the information included. So Dragon Pack Audit allows you to see new records and change records and set up notifications and rules and notifications to get things sent. You want to schedule receive these? Very easy to do. So we can very easily go through and include those in your notifications. So also, if we have added vendor pricing, like customer pricing, we also included all of the fields. Same kind of features that we've included as the max records. So you'll be able to identify not just your vendor number, which is in that table, but the vendor number and the vendor name. So all of your vendor products as they're included, current records, and newer change records. Same feature allowing you to create notifications on created records, new records, or just change records. And we've included every single field. So if you're looking to identify how things were entered or not or changed, right, here's a way to do that. You'll not only just see the username that did it, but you'll see the original value and then the new value. So that is a feature that is in all of your collections inside of Audit. The last feature we've added is in security. So we can use our Dragon to go back home, or we can navigate through the collections using our dashboards. So I'm going to click on my collections and I'm going to go down to security. And security is allowing us to manage all of the changes, right? Included all 1,300 functions and a bunch of the other security type of changes. And we've also included the ability to compare profiles. So as you create profiles in SASTT and apply them to your users, right? We use profiles for things like how their people's dashboards look or how their screens look. You can also now use profiles with Audit to compare users by their security. So instead of creating a template for a new user, right, we call them a master user. So in your profile, you'll create a new user, call them master, whatever they're called, right? It'll be included in their their profile will be associated to them. When I select a profile and I click apply, same things that occur. So I have a date range here of what my security was for that master user and the users that share this same profile. You'll notice that we also have a list here. So as I select my profile, the users that share that profile will be in your list of users. So if once we change that, right, we'll be able to change it to a different profile. We'll go down here, right? And this update includes the same filters that are applied. If I remove my filter, I get all of those records. And those are the users that have that profile. So if we're looking to have the things, these are all records. So these are all the security that matches both our master user, right, and the users that share the same profile are listed here. We can look at the differences here. So we can look at all records, right? Or I can say differences. So when we look at this, you'll see that we have, these are the functions, right, that each users have. And then you'll notice that my user, right, this is my user. So Alex has a security of 5, but the profile user doesn't have it set, which means that for whatever reason, Alex has a permission to do that. Same wonderful thing. So you can set up a notification, have this scheduled to you daily, weekly, hourly, depending on how much your space is getting updated, and receive that so that you have a record of changes when your profiles and don't match your master users. So one of the other things that we have included in audit. If you're not real sure how to use it, I've also included some directions. It's very specific and it needs a little bit of setup to take advantage of it, but here are the directions. So step by step, everything you need to know how to do it. And if you have questions, we are always here to help.